Welcome to the Beard Me That Beer podcast. I'm David.
I'm Sam.
And welcome to episode number 36, Love Language.
I'm not even counting anymore.
Yeah, I always have to remind myself because I'm the one that says it. So I'm going to say it wrong one day and not fix it.
One day, very soon.
Love language. We will be taking a little quiz to find out what exactly our love language is.
Similar
and
to
Sam
last
is
week.
Not looking forward to it.
Well, actually, you'd sent me this topic during the week, and I just have not thought about it since you sent.
So
it
now
the
you
first
can't be
time.
upset about it.
Yeah, now I'll just be genuinely.
I'm here, going with the flow.
Yeah, that's my motto.
The flow.
Sam Flow.
Sam Flow stops the flow. But first, the beer, and we have Black is Beautiful from Urban Roots Imperial Stout, 10.2%. Let me just say, Black is Beautiful is a collaborative effort to raise awareness for the injustice people of color face daily and raise funds for police brutality reform and legal defenses for those who have been wronged. So this was a collective, how should I say this, cause made by breweries all around the world, United States for the most part.
I was gonna say it literally says on the can, brewed to support justice and equality for people of color.
Yeah, but this is like a beer that all these breweries made. So there's tons of breweries that did this, so they did their own version of it.
I was gonna say, I was like, they probably just took the idea and made their own, put their own spin on it.
I'm sure there was like, oh, can you keep it to this recipe or this style?
It's a cool way to show support.
Yeah, but some breweries were like, oh, well, I'm gonna make like the Sour Place made a sour version of it, which is fine. They just have their own way of doing it.
So this one is a stout. Would it be like they made a sour stout?
Or probably
just a
imperial sour.
An imperial sour.
That would have been high alcohol content.
I was like,
sour.
so this is an imperial stout. So is it just like it? All of these are based around the word imperial.
Imperial,
and then something?
No. Imperial just means like
Insane.
high content alcohol. So there's stouts that we've had before that aren't 10%. That are, they can be anywhere from like
1,000,
6 to 8, 6 to 9. Usually porters are that 5 to 7 kind of area.
I feel like I'm learning
a little bit, but you can have imperial versions of those that have a lot of alcohol content.
So for just about every type of beer, would you say there's an imperial version?
I wouldn't say there's an imperial. I guess you could say IPA, but I don't think they call it that.
An imperial.
They would call it double IPA.
IPA. IPA.
Maybe. I guess it's just how
IPA.
people. I mean, there's so much leeway when you make a beer, but in competition, then there's like some stricter regulations.
Guidelines.
They're just more like guidelines.
Okay,
Code.
cool. But
and Urban Roots up in Sacramento. And it's like, this is why I would go, just because of the name. Urban Roots Brewery and Smokehouse.
Ooh.
Yeah. What is better than having nice tall beer?
I was going to say that sets a scene of delicious foods. And the wonderful beers.
So Urban Roots is an independent craft brewery and smokehouse located in Sacramento, California. We're here for you, whether you've traveled 2 blocks or 200 miles.
I think it's more than that.
We opened our doors in 2018 and set out to create a space that embodies the things which inspire us the most: extraordinary people, beer, and food. Come kick it with your family, your community, your friends to make some new ones. Throw back a few beers, break some bread, and have a good time, because good times are what we're all about. Right now, they're actually closed.
Well, that's
for dining.
I was gonna say, well, that's kind of sad to follow up what you just said.
I know, but I want to get their little spiel out there. But they're currently closed, and
like most places right now.
Yeah, for dining. But it was funny. It said for poor air quality. So. Yeah.
What's going on?
Because you can dine in places in California right now.
Some
you
places,
have to be able to cut down and have open air, right? Yeah.
Don't ask me.
You're the expert.
I haven't been going.
Smoked meat, Angus brisket, pulled pork, turkey, pork ribs, burnt ends, tri-tip.
You can't say that kind of stuff.
Collard greens.
Pre-lunch.
With ham, burnt end beans, side salad, mac and cheese. the barbecue burger, 2 4-ounce house ground patties, fried onions, which you don't like, pickled jalapenos, sweet sticky sauce, special sauce, sharpened American cheddar on broche.
Cheddar.
Cheddar. Yeah, so this is Black is Beautiful. Beard me that beer, taking a stance. Let's see how this tastes.
I'm taking a stance.
I don't want to.
So
I knew that would
what is your
happen.
technique?
That's how I knew. I just by the felt, I knew it would blow it. That's why I covered my hand on it. Oh my god!
It seems.
It's pressure.
Yeah.
You gotta be a little
Under
careful.
pressure.
My technique.
What?
My technique is not to use your finger now, like you.
So what do? You
put your finger underneath it.
But David, how? There's no space. It's like it's down.
So you see the little lip inside? I put my finger in that, and then my skin kind of gets caught underneath and I just pull up.
David, you must have
Just by the
some
taste.
tiny thin fingers to do that.
Your fingers are bigger than mine. Fat.
I'm just gonna drink this beer.
Woo.
That smells like a stout.
Chocolatey and
It smells.
alcohol.
I was like, it smells soft to me, but I know that's a
No,
lie.
it's creamy and soft. Actually, I'm gonna be honest. For a 10.2, doesn't taste that strong.
Really?
Yeah.
I was like, because it smells soft, but I know
It doesn't,
just knowing like the percentage
it
on the thing.
doesn't taste as strong as 10.2, but it is strong. It's good. Creamy. Goes down easy. Not very carbonated for as much pressure. Breathe it in. You kind of feel it right here too.
I like that.
It's almost like taking a really a shot, but it's mostly soda. That's delicious. Creamy.
That is a good stout.
And July. So it's not that old. Yeah.
So they're all right. Cool. Oh man, I love me a good stout. And
Yeah.
that is a good stout.
Right? It's not that alcoholic.
No, it's not. It's got. Of course, it's bitter, but it's
that's the last
it's
thing
not
I
as
taste.
bitter as I would expect
I
it to
taste
be.
chocolate, smoothness, creaminess, alcohol. Then I taste bitter at the end.
It's not like a coffee stout or anything, is it? It's not. It's
Well,
just,
there would probably be some flavors of coffee in there. That's the kind of malt that and yeast that it makes that kind of flavor. So it does kind of taste like beans. Not that strong. I feel like it tastes more chocolate, like cocoa.
Cocoa, like straight
Yeah.
cacao.
Cacao. Yeah.
Right in the kisser. But yeah. I would say definitely drink this while it's cold though, because I don't think this would taste great room temp.
Right now it's 1,000,000 degrees in here in California.
And climbing.
Yeah, it's about 2,000,000
Scoville
degrees outside, and
in my mouth.
In the room, it's probably 9 miles away from the sun. That's the temperature, not degrees. 9 miles away from the sun in here.
Look at that! It was just totally clinging to your coaster. What?
This is good.
Side note: a lot of coasters on here today. Are we expecting more drinks?
No, not right now.
Oh.
So this is a 4-pack, but since it's 10.2%, we're gonna take our time. Because I feel like this topic might get a little raunchy real quick if we're on 24 ounces of 10.2.
Well, I'm on about maybe like 3 ounces right now.
I'm taking my time.
I'm definitely going to finish this by the end. That is my
that's
goal.
the plan. That's the plan. That's why I didn't bring the other one.
No, I meant finish this, meaning everything we have of this.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding. I'm like, no, I got plans today.
No, I just don't want to get wrecked before we do other stuff.
Wrecked,
all right,
bro.
so we are on 5lovelanguages.com.
5 languages.
So there are, I guess, 5 love languages. How do you receive and how do you give love? Learn your love language. So yeah, if you go up to this website called 5lovelanguages.com, it's I'll give you a little
porn site.
It's not. It will tell you. You can take a quiz if you're a couple, if you're single, men, military, children, teens. Yeah, pets. I guess
Pets can take this test.
Well, you take your pets, and I guess, or you take it about
you take
pets.
your pets.
So yeah,
So similar to last week, we're just gonna
I'll
do
read
some
this one.
self-assessing.
I'll read this one little paragraph. In his early years as a marriage counselor, Dr. Gary Chapman noticed over and over that couples would voice similar complaints regarding their marriage. One spouse would say something like, "I feel like he doesn't love me." The other would protest, "I don't know what else to do. I'm doing everything I should be doing." Recognizing the pattern, Dr. Chapman poured through years of session notes. God. He asked himself, when someone said, "I feel like my spouse doesn't love me," what do they actually want? Surprisingly, their answers fell into 5 categories, revealing a unique approach in how to effectively love another person. So let's take this test, Sam.
Okay.
It's a little quiz.
And we should preface, we're doing the singles test.
Yeah, so there's a couples, there's teens, and there's singles. We're doing singles because it's...
So why are teens
I think
separate?
it's like how to love yourself. I think it's more than just like what you're thinking love is.
Is it like how I love teens?
See, that's where Sam thinks.
No, I mean, is it how teens love?
I think it might be like
hormonally.
You love your changes, how you love someone else, and how you love your parents.
So if I was like
siblings.
12 years younger, I would take the teen test.
Possibly.
I
think this is to help people.
This is to help
know themselves. But Sam's thinking of it as in a sexual relationship matter.
I just said it because I thought it was funny, which, that's why I say a lot of the things I say, and they fall flat. They fall flat, and I end up just awkwardly standing there.
And everyone walks away.
But no, this is kind of like revealing about yourself.
Yeah.
But singles test.
Yeah. Singles
There's
test,
also a couples version,
which I think may be a future episode. That'd be hilarious.
Because we both are not, in fact, single. So
we are actually together.
We're coupled.
It's like a tri-couple. We each have our own, but then each other.
It's a separate
poly.
Yeah.
Open. We can call it open.
Open?
All right. So the first question, gender.
Female.
Male. The next question, age. I am 25, between 25 and 34.
I am not disclosing.
Why would you
say
country? The USA.
So, pause.
Okay.
Does that really weigh in at all? Like, actually, I would think it would, because it'd be like a cultural.
It might change the language of the test.
It might be like society.
Yeah.
It's just
how views love, because in different cultures, love is viewed as something different or seen as something different.
Like most things.
Yeah. And in the United States, I feel like there's a split between loving your family and hating your family, or how you love them. Have you read the 5-language singles edition? No.
Is that a book?
Yeah. So I'm on the first question. Is your first question, it's more meaningful to me when?
Yes.
Okay. All right. It's more meaningful to me when, 1, someone I love sends me a loving note, text, email for no special reason, or I hug someone I love.
What do you think?
I think someone I love sends me a loving note, text, email for no special reason.
I would agree with that. Like, I don't know. It's cool because, like, when I hug someone I love, I don't know. Like, I mean, like, yeah, I would do that, but like,
that's a good thing. We're not saying that's a bad thing, but I think the sending a note for no reason shows more action.
It's between the two. The I hug someone is more like I'm the initiate. I like.
See, I mean, like, that's already good. Saying something that we want attention.
Well, not that we want attention, but we feel good when we get that. When we get that, like, like just unprompted.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, someone's thinking about me. That makes me warm inside.
All right, your turn.
All right. Oh, is this just that it's more meaningful to me when, like, for everything?
That's what I got right now.
Okay, it's more meaningful to me when, one, I can spend alone time with someone I love, just us, or B, someone I love does something practical to help me out. I mean, I like both of these, but I think I find myself, probably gravitating towards the first one.
Me too.
Really?
Even though I like the help me practically to, like, help me out, but I'm an adult, so I need to be able to take care of myself, so I don't want to rely on something. It's great that they're helping me, but I'm looking more for I just rather be us, not worrying about problems that we have.
So, like, I know it. I think for number 2, it's like I like the thought of someone being willing to help me out, but I'm personally, I'd rather just do things.
Yeah.
And then, but like, I don't know, like, especially with me and my partner, I feel like it's like, I don't know, just spending alone time. We don't even have to be doing anything. Just like being around each other, like that kind of like, I don't know. It's like you're recharging a little bit.
My partner's the same way, and she's like, "Oh, I just want to be around you," but we don't even have to be talking or doing like actually interacting.
No, like we could like, I don't know how you guys do it over here, but like
on the bed,
but like my girlfriend, wow,
in the shower.
That's TMI, David. But like my partner, like she likes to game a lot, like so like she'll be like playing stuff on like a computer, and I could just be like, I don't know, just like looking at YouTube videos like on the bed or something, or just, you know, like we don't even have to be like associating with each other, but it's just nice that they're that close.
PC player.
Yeah.
Cool.
PC Master Race.
I mean, she is. All right. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love gives me a little gift as a token of our love of concern for each other. Or 2, I get to spend uninterrupted leisure time with those I love.
What's your answer?
Yeah, these are really difficult questions because it's like, do you have to choose?
All of these have been like toss-ups. Like, I'm like, they're both good answers, at least in my view. What you think?
I'm trying to read this first one. A token of our love of concern for each other. So this like after a problem that we've had?
Maybe like it could just be like out of the blue.
Like I think it's like, they're having a bad day. Let me give them something to make them feel better. I'm going to go with that one.
You're going with that one?
Yeah.
You know what? I think as a general rule of thumb, as much as I like that one, I always would rather pick time over an object.
Because you guys don't live together.
No, we don't.
Yeah, so I expected that. Because you want more time with them than you have right now.
And like, I would think, you know, even if we were like close quarters living together, I still would think like there's not enough time.
You'd be
That's
surprised.
just me, though.
You'd be surprised. It's because you haven't had that.
Yeah.
I live with her, and I'm like, I got enough time, for sure.
That's wonderful, but I'm still picking that.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying that's where you're coming from. Go ahead.
All right. It's more meaningful when... Wait, no. It's more meaningful to me when... I can't even read. More when to meaningful me. Someone I love does something unexpected for me to help me with the project. Or, option number 2, I can share an innocent touch with someone I love.
What the fuck's an innocent touch?
So I'm assuming you're getting the same options.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. What's an innocent touch?
That sounds...
like
suspect.
Like on the hand and wrist, nothing.
Or just like on the shoulder.
To me, that's like what the like 50s or 40s. Like that's all you're allowed to do. Anymore is too much.
This is socially acceptable. Yeah.
Communist China.
What is
I don't like that, so I'm gonna go with the top one.
It's just phrased weirdly.
It's weird. Yeah. First of all,
something unexpected.
Touch someone that you love, and if they're okay with it. I don't know what the innocent touch makes it feel really weird.
It's tough for me though because it says project, and the only projects I ever have are usually of a creative nature.
What if she gets you something that helps you with your creative nature? Wouldn't that be nice?
It would. That doesn't happen though.
I'm just saying.
Because I have expensive taste, and she cannot afford most of the stuff that I am interested in. So
Sam's a bouge.
I would never ask that of anybody. I'm a doer. I'd rather
Sam
do it for
wants
myself.
a $250 vocoder.
Have you been looking at my shopping list? I like the idea of that one though. I'll say A. Just because I don't like the way it's said.
Yeah. It's
innocent touch. It sounds so...
It's so weird. Innocent touch. I don't understand what that is, but I just don't care what
I'm
people
like,
think.
I would have... If you had left that word out, I probably would have picked that. But it sounds... It almost sounds... It just sounds weird.
I feel like hugging like is bad.
It's like, is it wrong otherwise?
Like, can I not touch her?
Or them.
Or them.
Or myself.
Him. Yeah. Or pet.
Self-love.
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love puts their arm around me in public or someone I love surprises me with a gift.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna say gift.
Glanced at that and I almost thought it said pubic.
It says public.
That would
I'm
very
gonna go.
much change.
Someone I love surprises me with a gift.
You know,
I don't public. If PDA is fine with me and it's normal. If I understand if you don't like it, but it's fine. It doesn't. It's not something that gets me riled up because it's so normal to me.
Okay, I kind of like how this is like in the guise of like a would you rather. It's like, which would you prefer of the two? Because honestly, I don't think I really like either of these.
Well, you got to pick one.
I know.
There's no
so between the
no
two,
option of neutral or anything. It's you got to pick one.
I know. I'm like, I don't personally.
Sam
I don't really
hates
like.
gifts.
I don't really
Ham
like
hates
getting
gifts.
gifts. I like the idea of gifts, but I don't like
I
receiving
got him something
things.
once, and he got so pissed because
I'm
it was
like,
just random.
why did you get that for me?
Yeah.
Don't get me shit.
Yeah. It doesn't.
And then someone I love puts their arm around me in public. I don't know. I'm a little weird about that in public.
See, Sam is that person. Sam hates PDA.
I don't hate PDA. It's just like I don't need to see it
And PDA.
or be a part of it.
Non-public displays of affection.
I guess I'm just private in that way.
Yeah, that's fine. You got to pick your poison.
Fuck. I'll say gift. I feel like that's probably the better answer.
Yeah.
All right, next. How many of these are there?
I took it as a practice. I just picked like the top
worst
answer, and it wasn't that many.
Okay. All right. It's more. I shouldn't even have to read this first thing. It's more meaningful to me when I'm around someone I love, even if we're not really doing anything. Or I can be comfortable holding hands, high-fiving, or putting my arm around someone I love. It feels like almost the same question again.
Yeah, this one's I think is more meant to be friendly than intimate, though.
I don't know. I mean, we're not really doing
High fiving, putting my arm around someone that can be intimate.
I do like that where it's like, hey girl.
That you can do that with your friends.
That's how I show love.
I'm gonna go with the not really doing anything.
All right, this might be a weird hot take. I get tired of holding hands. There's like a lot of. I mean, like I like that
Display of affection.
I mean, it's.
PDA.
No. I mean, like it's like another form of closeness that you could have with somebody, just like out and about.
Display
but like,
of affection.
But it's like after a certain point, like especially like.
Hand gets sweaty. Mom's
Especially my hand.
Mom's spaghetti.
Mom's spaghetti. Vomit on the floor already. But like my hand will get sweaty, or usually it's because we're walking around somewhere, and like, at least for us, it's like we're out like shopping, because that's like the only out that we really do anything like that for, and like. I don't know. We like to point at stuff and like reach for things, so it's like there's almost like a weird pressure to like bring the hands back together, and I'm like, it almost makes me sound lazy, but I'm like, I don't want to keep doing that over and over again.
Sounds like it's more awkward to me than
It
lazy.
is awkward. That's a good word for it.
It's like saying like what to someone after they said something twice, and then you're just like,
You're like,
and
all right,
you don't even know what they said.
I'm resigned to just agreeing now,
Yeah.
because I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with them knowing.
I feel like
didn't
that's the
hear it.
same level of awkwardness.
It's just you're like,
And then you hit their hand on accident because you swung too hard.
yeah. But I already mentioned in a previous question. I would rather just be doing nothing
Yeah.
with you.
All right, it's more meaningful to me when I receive a gift from someone I love, or I hear from someone I love that they love me. I'm gonna go with I hear from someone I love that they love me.
Yeah, me too. I already established.
I can see why this is a singles quiz and different from a couple quiz.
All right. Did you look at the couples?
No,
quiz?
I didn't. But like that last question is like someone you love tell you that they like that. We're used to that because we're with someone, and we know that's gonna happen. We know that they love us. But this is like, oh, I like someone. Maybe it's like I'm thinking of it like, oh, I love them, and I didn't know they loved me, but then they told me that.
This seems like a lot of like reassurance kind of questions.
Because that's what single people need.
Is reassurance.
That they are loved.
affirmation.
Yeah. Affirmation mirror. Pull out your phone. Get the camera out. Talk to yourself.
Somebody loves me.
Somebody to love.
Okay, but both of us chose the second answer.
Yeah.
All right. It's more meaningful to me when I'm an old timer. I'm tired alone. I sit close to someone I love. All right, weird proximity thing there.
Weird.
I am complimented by someone I love for no apparent reason.
I love compliments, and it's okay to love compliments. I'm going with compliments.
I don't know. I sit close to someone I love sounds very like schoolyard, like, oh, I like you.
I think it's like singles. Hey, we went out with our friends, and that person I love is there too, and we sat next to each other. That's what that's why I feel like it's.
It feels like they're implying that that's supposed to like excite you in some kind of way.
I mean,
this sounds like a singles.
If you were single and you, like I just said, you were sitting with someone that you really, really liked,
right?
Wouldn't that excite you? Though?
It sounds like a very new kind of thing. So, I mean, like I like that, but that's not like I'm like, oh, highlight of my day most of the time.
But like when it's new, it's
I mean, like any little
like, oh my
gesture
God.
or
today diary. Holy, I got to sit next to her. Oh, LOL. See you tomorrow.
Have you ever done that?
A diary,
or just that?
Myself.
Have you ever written those thoughts out
No.
at any point? Really?
You did.
Maybe. I don't. It's been a long time since I thought about anything like that.
You have your little shoebox of all the notes that you received.
I was a kid.
You still have.
I was a kid. Shut up. Just because I got their name on a box in my room,
labeled in a warehouse, that Area 51 warehouse in Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Just lock and key, far away. Comment with someone I live in. Probably pick that one. Although
what did you just say?
The second option.
What was the second?
I said, I'm complimented for no reason.
But what does it actually say?
I am complimented by someone I love for no apparent reason. Although, I will say, I don't receive compliments very well because...
Once again, you are...
It's a reaction.
A sociopath.
I'm not good with reactions. I would rather just be like, thanks. Just sit with it.
Fly on the wall.
Another kind of awkward.
Yeah. Is it your turn to read?
I will read it.
Okay.
Oh, no, I read the last one. Remember I did Old Man Voice?
It's more meaningful to me when I get the chance to just hang out with someone I love.
Why is it in quotes?
Netflix and chill, bro. Or I unexpectedly get small gifts from someone I love.
This is the same question several times.
I think it's probably trying to gauge.
It's repetition.
Yeah. Which is fine. That's how, some
I guess
personality test. I mean, the personality test was just like that. Like 4 questions later, it was like, this is the same.
It's like 3 slightly different, which I understand for the sake of results, but I'm like...
I think it's... Okay, so I'm thinking, what's 5? Hexa?
Huh?
What's 5? Because it says 5 love languages. Is it hexagon? Is that 5 sides?
Hexagonal?
I'm thinking of if it's 5... Yeah, right?
You got uno. You got ni. You got trace.
Tray. Quad. Hexagon. Or is that 6?
No, I think that's... Because
right?
hepta is 7.
Okay, so I think it's hex. Okay, so I'm thinking of it like each question is giving you at like points in that direction, but some of the questions are you get half a point for overlap. Yeah, that's what I think it's trying to gauge.
I understand, but I just wish there was more variety.
Well, this is free, so...
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah.
Do you want to pay for the next quiz?
I don't know. I like scenario questions.
we should totally do a paid quiz and see if it's worth it. So yeah, I get the chance to just hang out with someone I love, or I unexpectedly get small gifts from someone I love. I like the hangout part.
I'm skeptical of the quotes on Hangout, but I prefer
Netflix
that.
and chill, bro. That's fine.
Huh?
Netflix and chill.
I don't know what that's implicating.
Is your captain speaking?
All right, A, the first one.
That's what I did.
All right, and for those of you at home, if you're taking this, I wonder how this is lining up.
We are being super serious about this too. We're trying here. We're answering these honestly.
Yeah, Yeah, that's true. Okay,
have we answered most of these the same way?
I think so.
Yeah, there's only like 2 or 3 that we've answered.
Are we just like needy singles or like?
I mean, weird. I guess 10 years ago or even 6 years ago, I was different.
Were you?
Yeah, I wouldn't have taken this test.
you're like, I wouldn't have a phone.
I'd be on dates because my phone would be blowing up.
All right. Wow. All right. It's more meaningful to me when I hear someone I love tell me, I'm proud of you. Or B, someone I love helps me with a task.
I love compliments, so I'm going to go with I'm proud of you. Also, that means a lot because I think in this day and age, it's hard to be proud of things because you're just like told you need to just work hard and go after what you want. So I feel like being proud of your work has kind of lost its meaning.
It's nice to get acknowledgement from someone whose opinion you value. So
yeah, and I could care less about other people.
Yeah, there's like I could think of maybe like 2 to 4 people whose opinion would really hit for me.
Even in a manager supervisor kind of way, like like my old job, I could care less.
Yeah, I'm
give me money.
1,000% sure nobody from my work listens to us, but I'm like I don't care what any of you.
But your work wanted you guys,
huh?
I thought your work was like, no, we want the same crew. That's something.
That's for off podcast.
That.
But I'm just saying, I'm like, that's cool, but like, I don't really care.
I mean, they're not telling you they love you. Okay,
that's weird.
What'd you choose?
You know what? I had a stranger say that the other day.
What?
Oh, I love you guys. We were
at work.
No, my family and I. We went out. We went like dined out at a place. Like had like some patio seating. David, it's fine. But there was like a stranger like the table over, like kind of like getting into conversation,
creeping on you guys.
He's an older guy. It's fine, whatever.
Creeping
but like
guys,
I don't know. He was like chit chatting with my dad, and we were like,
older. He should be at home.
What?
He can't get the COVID. He might die.
I don't care. It's not my business.
It's not my business, David.
Anyway,
he's a free man.
Whatever. It was just.
And he told you I love you guys.
Yeah, because
every single one of you.
I guess that was the highlight of his day.
As a group,
huh?
As a group, or every single one of you.
I just verbatim. That's what he said.
Okay.
So
he probably misses his family.
Yeah, definitely. The way that conversation went.
Oh God, it sounds awkward.
It's weird. It's fine. Anyway, there's someone proud of you. I'm gonna say proud of you.
Yeah.
Not that I hear that.
I'm proud of you. You've come a long way.
I know I have. But thank you.
Yeah.
That is an opinion I value.
A little bit.
There's some weight in those words.
The lowest.
No, I appreciate it.
It's more meaningful to me when I get to do things with someone I love, or I hear supportive words from someone I love.
Well, that's tough.
I'm going to go with supportive words. In the long run, I think that's better than just kind of, especially when you need it. Or when you don't need it.
Okay, if you get into specifics, I feel like the getting to do things, you could, not to say you would, but it could just be like going through the motions. So it's not like it could be like your heart's not fully in it, or it's just like another thing over the course of the day that you do that you don't really think about later. But support means a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll do that.
Okay,
I feel like we're like the same person generally for the most part.
It'd be funny.
There's like one or two.
Those 2 or 3 questions that were different, like totally split. Yeah, give you a different.
Probably.
I mean,
they
we're
might
not
be
done yet.
different.
We're not done yet, though.
Yeah, we could just keep overlapping.
Could be. It's only 2 questions too, so it's not like we can get really like diverse.
There should be 4 options on a free test.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the website's easy
going.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love does things for me instead of just talking about doing nice things. Or I feel connected to someone I love through a hug.
That first part sounds pretty passive aggressive.
It sounds... Hold on, let me read that again. I don't think I'm fully comprehending what that's saying. Someone I love does things for me, okay, instead of just talking about
actions, not just words.
Doing nice things. Okay, yeah, that's what that is.
I'm going to pick that one.
Definitely.
Your words does have meaning for sure, but your actions are
speak louder.
3 million times more powerful than what you say.
Yeah. I'm going to say, I like when someone just doesn't even say they're going to do a thing.
And then they do it.
Yeah.
Then it's like no expectations of them doing it. Oh, you did it. Congratulations.
Yeah. Like you didn't have to
I'm
plant the seeds for that. Yeah. You're like, that was so nice of you. Yeah. Thank you. And then I really like when they're like, what? Like, it's like they almost forgot that they did a thing. And I'm like, You really care. Yeah. You did it without
you
asking.
You really like me.
You did it without really asking. Like and then it was just so like, ingrained that you like didn't even like, you're like, oh, it's not even a thing.
It's just something I do.
Yeah. It's cool. I will pick that one.
Did you read the last one, right?
I can't, yeah.
It's more meaningful to me when I hear praise from someone I love, or someone I love gives me something that shows they were really thinking about me. I'm going to go with the really thinking about me.
Yeah.
Praise is good, but I feel like it's...
Genuine praise is good.
Unless we're in the same field or have the same hobby.
Like where they have like
like
an insight.
Yeah, because then it's just like, well, you don't
Service
really
level.
know what I did.
Yeah.
But you're proud of me.
You're just saying that because I want to hear that.
Yeah. So
but it's not like you really...
If you are at the level I am or higher and you praise me, then it like your manager praises you and you guys have the same technical skills or something like that. Then it means a little more because it's your colleague.
Mm-hmm. Right. I think I would prefer a colleague's praise over an outsider's, definitely, because they have an understanding. But like, and the way that one's phrased, particularly, I hear praise from someone I love. It's just like, you can get praise for a thing and it just be kind of like handout, rather than genuine praise. It could just be like, oh, that's great. Kind of wave you off.
You got a good new job. Congratulations. Yeah. Awesome. It's just something you say.
Yeah. It's like you're going through the motions sometimes.
The flow.
But no. Getting a thing that shows genuine thought, I think that's nice.
Especially when it's like you said something long ago.
And it's like they remembered.
3 years later.
They checked it in.
Oh, I remember you said you wanted this Funko Pop.
You got me 12? No. No, I like that. Because then, there's... It's thoughtful. Like they thought about it. And then I like when it's like a specific thing. Yeah. Like you're like, no one else would know to get this.
Thing or said, oh yeah, this is, I want it so much, but it's sold out.
Or it's like you're so close to them, it's like they know you well enough where it's like,
yeah,
that's your shit.
That's your shit.
All right. Definitely that thing. That thing we said. All right. That's what I'm meaning for me when I'm able to just be around someone I love. Or I get a back rub from someone I love.
That's not bad. I like back rubs.
I gotta say, I don't get those.
I got one last night because I sat in a chair wrong. You know that shitty green chair we have outside? That like the blue green chair, the really little one?
I mean, I know. I don't know if
it's like a folding blue chair. It's shitty. It's just, so I was watching a video on YouTube while working out and I just like sat in the chair, not like thinking about how I was sitting, and I got up and I was like, shit, I just sat in that chair for like 10 minutes. Really fucked up my back.
I can't stand now.
Like my butt was like lopsided and I was dug in.
Oh no.
So I was like just twisting on one side with weight on. It was just bad. Like, so she gave me a back rub with one of those those heavy balls to find that knot. Oh.
So she just dragged some heavy balls across your back.
So it's like a rubber ball, like a racket ball.
I know what you mean.
So I have a roller. I use that, and then I was like, I found the spot, but I don't think it's actually the spot because with back injuries, it's like you have that knot, it's like either higher or in your butt. This one was like a good foot of just pain. So she gave me a back rub. It was awesome.
That's cool.
This is hard. This is the hardest one. Because I already said I like being around her, just being around her.
Mm-hmm. Well, now they're introducing a slightly different thing.
I'm doing back rub.
I don't get those, so I'm just going A.
That's fine.
I mean, like,
you're missing out.
I know. I get it. I'm like, not that I'm like, no, across the board. I don't want them. I just don't get them. Like, so I can't miss a thing I don't get. And I'm sure I could use them. I'm like, I got some.
Your back is like a concrete block.
I got some
Could
tension.
she actually do something?
She is. I think she's too small and weak to make a difference. Yeah, but that would be like a
step on you. Those shiatsu massages, like set up a little rope for her to like.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty tense a lot of the time, but that would be the thought that counts. Yeah. I would like the fact that you tried.
She's gonna, as we know, she's an avid listener. So
No, more like when I pick her up.
and
Like
it's
I'm like, isn't this great? I'm just listening to myself. It's so cool. And then
she's
just like,
like-
you're an idiot.
She listened to the anime ones though,
What? Not really.
and the video game
A
ones.
little bit. She listened to some of the food ones. She had
So-
some hard opinions about some of the stuff
Oh,
we
well, then
said.
she can go
She thought,
start her own
she was like,
podcast.
Sam, you're a fucking dumbass, especially with those eggs.
Thank you.
Like,
Yeah.
check those eggs.
Yes.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We could disagree.
I'm gonna like
you can
do
love
a-
someone and disagree.
When Sam goes grocery shopping, I'm gonna follow him and crack all the eggs. He's gonna turn around to find something and just crack
That's
them all
fine.
and walk away.
That's fine. I fucked up.
for
But
trusting you, dude.
Also, I think, if you had like a couple cracked eggs in there, like, you could probably feel a difference in the weight. So I don't have to. I don't have to break my standards and open.
You would grab it, move it a little bit, and then just fluid like yolk all over you. That's what the difference would be, Sam.
It's fine. I didn't pay for it.
All right, go ahead.
Hold on a minute.
Oh, did you pick?
I didn't pick. Yeah, I picked A. All right, next one.
Okay.
What? It's more meaningful to me when someone I love reacts positively to something I've accomplished, or someone I love does something for me that I know they don't particularly enjoy.
That is difficult.
Definitely A.
I don't.
Go
B.
ahead. Really?
Yeah. To me, it's more about doing I think about like household responsibilities, like everyone like to clean or take out the trash, but I really love and appreciate it when that person helps. I live with them, so it's different.
I guess it's different,
Yeah.
but is it really? Because I think this might just boil down to our personalities, though. Because I
I love the being, good job, baby. I like that. But I also it's about being a team. To me, that's it's not sacrifice, but you're working together.
It kind of is, though. It's like a low-level sacrifice.
That shouldn't be a sacrifice.
I'm just saying. Like,
Do
okay,
you take out the
so
trash at your home?
I think we were thinking of this differently. Because you're thinking more like menial around the house kind of things. I don't know. For my relationship, it's usually like our travel plans or like our plans over the course of a day. So like I know if she listens, this is gonna be funny. But I know I will side with her on some things that I don't necessarily agree with.
Like what?
Like you're like, oh, we're gonna spend our day doing this. And I'm like,
Like what? No.
I don't really want to do
Like
that
what?
though. Huh?
Like what?
Well, it's just like go somewhere that's like maybe a little out of the way.
Okay.
Or just I don't know.
For
Sink a lot of time into something that's not really I'm interested in.
You could get something for equal or lesser value at the same.
It's
place.
it's something that I would. I mean, just looking at a thing there's nothing in it for me.
Okay.
I'm like, there's no like.
What does it do for me?
Yeah, that which is granted that is a selfish way to look at
But
things.
the other way is you're making them happy.
Yeah.
So is it really sacrifice?
I mean,
Because
yeah.
we know as a person you like doing things for her, and you would do just about
people-
anything. You wouldn't.
People
kill
I care
David.
for, I would rather do something to benefit them.
That doesn't
over
sound like a sacrifice to me though. Because
You
I
don't
do.
think so?
Yeah, no. I'm making them happy.
Yeah. Well, exactly, because it's it's a matter
Of being a team
You're
and
weighing
who's
you're
doing-
weighing one
yeah.
thing over another thing. It's like my interest in a thing over their satisfaction. I'm like, well, one of these things I value more than the other.
A
So,
sacrifice to me would be, and this is stupid. It's you're not allowed to play games because
not-
I don't like it.
that's nothing, because I would not be in that relationship.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's a sacrifice because you're giving up a part of yourself, and that's not healthy to either side. It's you can't hang out with that girl because she's a girl. Versus, hey, we're a team and we work together.
I guess I don't get those ultimatums that much.
I don't get them at all. I just
Well, if that's how you're looking at it.
Those are things that happen. Those are to me are severe sacrifices.
Well,
I guess I don't see this question as a sacrifice, but you do.
no.
No, you
I
said
wouldn't
sacrifice. It's fine. No, you can think about it. But I am convincing you.
Don't put
Now I'm
words in
convincing
my
you
mouth, David.
otherwise.
No, I'm just saying I would rather. So I'd rather look at alternatives. So it's I'm like, I don't want to. I like if it's something that you're uncomfortable with or you don't have a passion for, I would rather just do something else with you, or just you stay home. I'll do it on my own. I don't want to put someone through that if it's not something they're interested in. So like,
what if they just want to hang out with you?
If they want to hang out with me, that's an alternative. I'll just do that.
But no, they want you to do what you want to do, but they want to hang out with you. But they won't enjoy it 100%.
Well, it depends.
Like traveling. For me, I hate traveling. I don't need to go somewhere to see somewhere.
I got pictures. I can look at
No,
things.
no, I don't even go that far. I was like, oh, they have that place over there? Or they have this place here.
Alternatives.
They have a theme park over there? There's Disneyland right here.
Right.
Or even better, not going anywhere, no.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, like, I know that is a good quality. I understand. I'm just saying, personally, I guess I just like to, like, shift problems under the
bottle thing.
under the rug.
Yeah, no, I get it.
But
you're going with the
I don't know. That puts a weird feeling in my chest. So
pick the one you're more comfortable with.
I'll pick A,
which is
the someone I love reacts positively to something I've accomplished.
Which is fine. Which is fine.
Just to be clear,
I'm not an asshole.
I don't like either of these that much. I mean, like they're both okay.
They're gonna have difficult questions to
B,
see.
I understand. Yeah. A, I'm like, I would pick something better, but
yeah,
okay.
It's more meaningful to me when I am able to be in close physical proximity to someone I love, or I sense someone I love showing interest in things I care about.
A big time B.
B, yeah,
definitely. Like genuine interest.
Yeah.
I just
like when Sam asks questions about beer to me, it's like, oh, he wants to learn.
Well, it's just.
But then other times he's just doing it to be.
Go through the motions. Yeah. and like, this is what a friend does. I should follow up.
It's a sacrifice.
Yeah.
Or is it not? Ooh.
You know what?
Ooh.
It's really.
Love me, love me. Say that you love me.
Fool me.
Go on and fool me.
I'll say, I'm like, the being comfortable versus making sacrifices thing. I would say between like my friend relationships and my, romantic relationships, I think I treat them differently.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
No, 100%. You should treat them differently. They're not the same.
But
again, in sacrifice, it's more like that person's enjoying them. I could find a way to enjoy them, probably.
Right.
They're like wherever they go, there's probably a place I can grab a beer. And then I'm enjoying everything.
You're like, what is a thing I can find in this for me that would make it better?
Right now, nothing gets COVID, but yeah. Okay, that was easy.
Yeah, definitely. Why make that? Why was that a question? You could have made this test one thing shorter.
I have a feeling that this is longer than the last one I took. Because I didn't take
Because you just weren't like positive.
Maybe because I chose the same side and it's like, we know who you are.
Yeah, exactly. Well, but then why am I getting all of this? Because I loaded it up and I did the one question and then I just erased the cookies. All right. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love works on special projects with me that I have to complete, or someone I love gives me an exciting gift.
I'm going to go exciting gift. We're not in the same field. The projects I have and hobbies I have are much different from what my partner is involved with. She helps with buying me gifts for those projects. But I don't expect her to help, and she just doesn't know the I guess the skills or technical aspect of it. So now if I was with someone that was the same, I feel like that'd be hard for me to be with someone in the same field.
Because yeah.
Unless we were. I mean, when I come home, I really don't talk about work, but
why? It's just not fun. I don't like talking about work.
Or like a good thing, yes, but it's not like, today I did this. Like I don't do a report.
No, you don't strike me as that kind. All right, I'm gonna pick B, but I'm gonna explain why I didn't pick A.
So you're only picking B because you don't want to pick A.
No, like, so I only have had one experience with A, and it was fun, but it doesn't happen generally. Cause so like, me and my girlfriend, we like to write, and I'm a musician. She just likes to not do music anymore. Anyway, she writes as a hobby. But I remember one time I was working on a song, and like I was it was finished, but I was like going through lyrics, making some revisions, and I'm like, hey, she's around, and she's kind of looking over my shoulder. Why not have like some peer review kind of thing? So she's looking over it with me, and we're like kind of like making notes, like making little adjustments here and there. That was fun. I liked it, but I'm also a selfish asshole, and it kind of hurts my feelings sometimes when someone touches on something like that for me.
It's actually a completely normal thing for artists to have.
Yeah, which like, so it was weird because I was kind of like fighting with myself a little bit because I'm like, here's this person whose opinion I really, really value looking over a thing and like making like, you know,
drastic changes.
Oh no, like
even
like,
just little stuff though. Little stuff looks like drastic changes to you because it's like, no, that's not what. No,
right? No, like, and they're making like objectively good points, whereas B, like my creative asshole side, is just like I'm very possessive of this thing, and while like some of these changes that you're suggesting are you know they appear like good changes, I have a very specific vision in mind. Where
that she doesn't know
that she's not aware of, because how could she? She's not in my brain. I mean, she is, but she doesn't have my brain. Like, we don't operate 100% the same way. So it's like, you know, I didn't like that conflict. So I kind of like, I had to like compromise a little bit on some things. Well, not really though, because it's like, she wasn't like super invested, because it's like she
also,
was doing it as a favor.
Song,
yeah, and it's my song, and I can do whatever I want with it.
That's funny, because I did that to an artist once that I recorded. Mm-hmm. She did this little thing while she's saying a part of a word, and I was like, hey, why don't we just not do that? And then she's like, but no, we have to. I'm like, okay, then do it bigger. Mm-hmm. Make it really like, and I was like, oh, if it's a thing, let's make it a thing. Because I was like listening, I was like, it just feels like a little too little. But if it's a thing that you really want to do, make it as big as fucking possible. Mm-hmm.
Which, I don't know. The creative in me was really having difficulty with that. So
it's super hard.
I don't like being in that
I don't think
situation.
it's being an asshole. I think it's you're an artist. You're creating your own thing. Yeah. And you value her, but it's still your thing. Yeah. You know.
Exactly. I feel like a lot of creatives out there.
You're not being an asshole.
Yeah. Which is why I'm going to say B over A. I love you, but there's just some things. Yeah, there's just some things and
that's a different way of viewing it.
I don't like being put in that situation.
Is it my turn? It's more meaningful to me when I'm complimented by someone I love on my appearance, or someone I love takes the time to listen to me and really understand my feelings. Wow, so you're shallow or not?
I'm like, I feel like this is a gimme question.
I'm going for appearance.
Really?
Yeah. Compliments. I said that before. I like compliments.
I mean, like...
Also, I say my feelings, how I feel. There's no need to ask. I'm going to say how I feel.
Well, that's good for you.
Some of us are.
I don't know,
David.
Like, I don't know. I don't really... I don't know if it's obvious. I don't really care about my appearance that much. I mean, unless like there's a situation where I need to put my best foot forward.
Have like Sam is outrageous.
What? Anyway, I mean, like, I'll dress up if it's asked of me, but like otherwise, like, it's just comfort wear and like basically whatever I roll out of bed like that morning, or however I take my shower and my hair and everything just sits. That's there. It. Yeah, I got a clean shirt, clean clothes. Just. That's it. That's all. That's the lowest bar ever.
Dougzilla
but
shirt.
Like, I'm like, I don't generally like, even with people I'm really close to, I don't like open up like a whole lot. But when I do, it's like a vulnerable moment for me. I'm like, you know, if you're there with me and you're listening to me, like, I just like when they're not dismissive. Like, they're actually like listening to you. Like, they, you know. It matters. So,
like, hearing versus listening, because listening means you're taking the knowledge in and understanding, and hearing is just like I'm hearing what you say.
Well, even just listening.
No, listening is way more important. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I guess I'm like oddly selfish in that kind of way too, where it's like I'm like it's not like necessarily I'm looking for a conversation. I just like someone to acknowledge like my feelings or whatever.
That they're there.
Yeah. When I do that, I don't do that very often.
No, you don't.
Which is just, I don't like being that vulnerable. Like in general.
That's fine. Go ahead.
I'll do that one.
Vulnerable.
Vulnerable. I like being invulnerable.
I am a rock.
Sturdy. Sturdy. Not fragile.
I am Geodude. Geodude.
All right. It's more meaningful to me when I'm just reading it in whatever voice now.
I have no idea what you're doing.
I can share a meaningful touch in public with someone I love, or someone I love offers to run errands for me.
It's a meaningful touch versus an innocent touch.
Or
and
just a regular touch.
Offers to run errands for me. I guess I'll go with that one.
What, errands?
Yeah, being helpful. To me, that's what that's saying.
Yeah, I guess I'll pick that one too.
I don't think there's much to say. The meaningful touch is weird. Again, another weird touching question.
Yeah. Also, I feel like there's different levels of effort being put in between these two. Because like a meaningful level of touch, whatever that means, it's like
Inches.
Whereas errands is like you're running all over the place. So it's like it feels like one carries more weight than the other. So
it's more meaningful to me when someone I love does something special for me to help me out, or I get a gift that someone I love put thought into choosing. I'm gonna go with thought into choosing gift, even if it's something I don't like or needed or ever thought of, but they thought about it. Mm-hmm. Means a lot to me.
Okay. I will posit the idea that maybe these two can be implying the same thing sometimes.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick A.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
I mean, they're both thoughtful. You couldn't really go wrong either way.
Yeah.
All right, next one. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love doesn't check their phone while we're talking with each other, or someone I love goes out of their way to do something that relieves pressure on me.
Wait, it's more meaningful when someone I love doesn't? Shouldn't it say does?
Like, you want them to check their phone?
Shouldn't? Oh, I see it that way.
David.
Sorry. I was like, am I talking to them on? I thought they were meaning I'm texting them.
I was like, shame,
Sorry.
David. Like, no, like you're at dinner and you're trying to talk and they're just on the phone.
Yeah, I'm going to say that first one. Unless it's like we're hanging out or like at a bar and just like doing our thing. But if we're at dinner, we're making we're trying to have dinner. Mm-hmm. It should be just us. But if we're at like hanging out, having fun at a bar, okay, check your phone. Yeah.
I'll say general, like, okay. So one, I'm guilty of one. My partner's guilty of one. I would say unless it is like, like an intentionally set up situation where it's like, I don't know, maybe it's like to commemorate a thing, like it's an anniversary or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to put that pressure on somebody. I'm like, we're usually just so casual with stuff anyway. It's just like, do whatever. If we have something to say to each other, we'll just say it, and then we'll just
have
whatever.
Like a kind of unwritten
understanding
rule. Like if one of us is on the phone, then you can be on your phone,
right?
And if you're not, then make an effort.
I'm just saying, like, I know that is a bit of a no-no, especially like in families and stuff.
It just shows like respect. Like you're with someone. What do they do to get here? Give your attention. They could be doing other things.
I get that. I'm just saying, like, respect.
I'm just saying.
I know. It's just our views are different. I view it as like, well, it kind of depends. I think it's like a feeling of familiarity and like being comfortable,
which is fine, and I understand that. I get that now. Before I was like, well, hey, I'm here with you. Let's go.
Yeah, when I was younger, I would be like,
it's like,
your attention should be on me.
Now it's like, yeah, if you want to be on your phone, I want to be on my phone too. Cool.
Yeah. I just like,
yeah. We don't always have to talk all the time.
Yeah. It's just being around them is nice. But, the fact that if someone is going to go out of their way to do something for me that would help me, that's nice. I like that. So B.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. It's more meaningful to me when I can look forward to a holiday because I'll probably get a gift from someone I love, or I hear the words, I appreciate you, from someone I love.
I appreciate you. That's easy.
That one.
I don't even
holiday gift. That's this is the only time they do anything for me.
Yeah. Also, that
loveless.
Like, isn't that something that just happens? And I mean, some people don't want gifts. Some people do want gifts.
I've already established I'm not a gift person.
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love and haven't seen in a while thinks enough to give me a little gift. Or someone I love takes care of something I'm responsible to do, but I feel too stressed to do at the time. I'm going to go with the B, too stressed to do at the time.
I don't really like either of these, but I don't like giving people extra things to do. I'll pick A.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, of course it's fine, David.
It's
It's
fine.
my answer.
Fine for you to choose.
I don't. Be fair and clear. I don't like either of those though. All right. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love doesn't interrupt me while talking, or B, gift giving is an important part of the relationship with someone I love.
Both of these are really terrible.
Yeah. I don't know. Option A makes me sound like a narcissist.
And option B makes you sound
Shallow.
like a narcissist.
These are both narcissist answers.
I'll go with gift giving.
Really?
Yeah. Interruptions are okay.
I'll say interruptions.
Back and forth. It's communication. It's it's a dialogue.
Okay. I'll say, typically I would agree with you, but sometimes when I'm talking, I'm on a roll, and if you just stop,
Wait.
if you just stop my momentum, I'm gonna think about it for a second. I'll let it go, but I'll think about it and be
I'll
like,
be pissed for a couple of minutes.
this bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
This bitch.
All right.
But you said that though, right?
Yeah.
You said it.
It's so funny. We did that in the car the other day, and she was like, we were going through a Jack in the Box, and she said she was like talking over my shoulder when I was ordering, and I was like, "Damn, bitch!" she's like, "What?" I'm just joking. She's like, "I can't believe you said
You
that."
said
to me.
that though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I said that.
I was like,
Hey, honey. Yes, dear.
next.
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love helps me out when they know I'm already tired, or I get to go somewhere while spending time with someone I love. I get to go somewhere while spending time.
Get to go somewhere. Like special or just anywhere?
It just says somewhere, so I took it as anywhere. Especially right now.
I like A.
That's fine. I almost chose A.
It's a close.
When I read A, I was like, oh, A. And then I read B, I was like, going places is fun.
They're pretty close.
With that person, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love touches my arm or shoulder to show their care or concern, or someone I love gives me a little gift that they picked up in the course of their normal day.
I like that one because it's not like they're going out of their way, but they found something.
They just thought of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
Like, oh, David or Sam would like that.
Okay. All right.
It's more
we
meaningful.
click that, and there's more questions still.
Yeah. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love says something encouraging to me, or I get to spend time in a shared activity or hobby with someone I love.
Now,
Encouraging.
shared activity. Would it be like a shared hobby as well, or
Read it how you read it, I guess.
like I like it. My girlfriend likes the game, and I like to game. And a lot of the time,
Not the same
our
games.
gaming preferences do not overlap.
Yeah.
But there are certain games we do like to play together. Like David and I played Overcooked recently. Mm-hmm. She showed me that game,
Nice.
and we spent
Hours.
a long time playing through that.
Your
That was fun.
relationship is stronger
And-
because of it.
or weaker. I don't know. I found myself taking a lot of direction. So I'm just like, idiot, go over there. The stove is on the other side of the kitchen. I'm like, I'm just trying to grab potatoes. She's like, they're cut already. Just go over there. Anyway, that's fun. I'll say
So you're
that
a
one.
receiver.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
It's more meaningful to me when someone I love surprises me with a small token of their appreciation, or I'm touching someone I love frequently to express our friendship.
So I'm going to go with the top one because the second one sounds weird.
Well, for one, I don't like to touch my friends.
Yeah. Yes.
It's weird.
Sam hates that. All right. It's more meaningful to me when someone I love helps me out, especially if they know they're already busy, if I know they're already busy, or I hear someone I love tell me they appreciate me. We already got this one. I'm going to go with the appreciate me.
Me too.
Actually, they both look like they're appreciative questions.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like to inconvenience someone's time when
Yeah.
it's accounted for, though. So I'll say B. All right. It's more meaningful to me when I get a hug from someone whom I haven't seen in a while, or I hear someone I love tell me how much I mean to him/her.
How much I mean to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, that was it.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
Cool.
Wait, no, I got more.
Really?
It's more meaningful to me when I hear praise from someone I love, or I get to do things with someone I love.
I already got that question.
Did you?
Yeah.
I
Choose your
didn't.
answer.
All right. I'm just gonna fly through this since you're finished.
I'm done.
But you do your thing.
It's a paragraph.
Or do you want me to catch up?
Catch up.
All right, hold on. I'm going to read through these real quick.
Whoa.
I'm going to say...
How many questions do you have? I think that's what it's based on. It's based on finding out... You get more questions the more you answer because it's trying to find what you are. And if you keep dividing between two,
I was like,
it's going to keep giving you more.
I was like, you must have had more succinct answers.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we think we pinned down what your thing is.
Which I think I agree with this.
You're more straightforward.
Yeah, go ahead. Finish your test.
I'm done.
Oh, you are?
I had one more question than you. It's just like, all right, we don't quite got the nail in the coffin on this one, but...
Okay. You want me to go first?
Please.
Your primary love language is words of affirmation. Actions don't always speak louder than words. If this is your love language, unsolicited compliments mean the world to you. Hearing the words, I love you, are important. Hearing the reasons behind that love sends your spirit skyward. Insults can't leave you shattered and are not easily forgotten. You thrive on hearing kind and encouraging words that build you up. Words of affirmation. So here are the 5 languages.
Categories.
Words of affirmation, physical touch, acts of service, quality time, and receiving gifts. So I am 33% words of affirmation, and this kind of close between 2, and that's what I think it was trying to find. Physical touch, I'm only 3% because it's just like to me, it's like I just get to do that. Mm-hmm. Acts of service is 17%, which I'm kind of shocked. I thought that would be higher. Quality time is 20%, and receiving gifts is 27%.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised because we answered pretty closely on a lot of this, and mine's different.
Okay, so go ahead.
It says my primary love language is quality time.
I think that's 100%.
Just thinking about it. So in quality time, nothing says I love you like full undivided attention. Makes you sound like a psycho. Being there for this type of person is critical, but really being there with the TV off, fork and knife down, and all chores and tasks on standby makes you feel truly special and loved. Distractions, postponed activities, or the failure to listen can be especially hurtful. Whether it's spending uninterrupted time talking with someone else or doing activities together, you deepen your connection with others through sharing time. And then, like David said, the 5 subcategories of percentages. Mine are in a different order than yours, but that's just because I think of what I got. So quality time, 32%. Physical touch, fucking 0. So apparently that doesn't matter to me. Receiving gifts, 19%. Acts of service, 19%. And words of affirmation, 29%. So
you're close.
I was close. Yeah, very close.
I think it's that like block at the beginning. It was like a different than that giant block in the middle where we answered the same, but at the end we were completely different.
A little, yeah.
The questions are like, we need.
They're very leading.
That last question was probably the giveaway between words of affirmation and quality time.
It was just like, we're pretty split. Yeah. You could go either way, but this will seal the deal.
I'm gonna say this test is a lot better than the personality test because it's how should I say this? It's kind of like AI. It's like what you give it, it's then changing what it's asking because it's like, well, I need to find out if you're really like this or like this. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's using questions where it's like giving you that broad hexa category where it can hit 2 different things, like us.
Right. I do like that they have clearly defined sections, and like they tell you how much of a thing like you weigh in on. Yeah. I don't know. How do you feel your results reflect on you? Is it accurate?
I think it's how I see it, because physical touch, I think that's super important, but I think that's just so, like, that's what happens. Mm-hmm. But I know in other relationships, it's not what happens, and it's just like, you guys are your own thing. So I think it really is the kind of person you are. Mm-hmm. It'll never, you couldn't like, oh, your results are like this because, and mine are like this. Why? Let's share them to see where we match it. You can't really do it like that. Mm-hmm. Acts of service, I thought would be higher. I thought I was answering more to like actions, but that's weird.
Yeah, I think
I
the
do
19%.
agree with words though. Words of affirmation though.
Okay.
I do agree with it.
So you agree with
But
your
I
result?
don't agree with my acts of service.
Your percentages.
Yeah, I think it would be a little less receiving gifts and more acts of service.
I think it's just the way the questions were geared, because they seem to have like a big...
The receiving the gifts, to me, I looked at it more as like, it doesn't have to just be a gift. It could be time.
Quality
or
time.
their attention.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm fully content with just not,
Yeah.
just the gift giving thing.
Yeah.
Like apparently I value time a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. I like an emotional connection. That's
Which
nice.
is fine.
Understanding's
Which
cool.
is fine. I'm
Just how I
screenshotting
work.
this because this is hilarious.
Are you?
I also want to do a couples one. I think that'd be really funny if we brought our couple.
Well, we'll have to find a day, David.
Yeah.
I can't say for sure, but I think maybe some of you out there might be interested in that.
I think it'd be funny to see
It would be
how
funny.
different they are.
I know I would really get a kick
It
out
might
of
be
hearing
a
my part.
really long
Say some
episode,
stuff.
though. If it took us like an hour to do that first test, I thought it was a lot shorter when I did like I just picked the
nothing
same
answers.
answer, but then I picked the same thing, so it probably was like, oh, I figured you out. Cool.
That's what it is.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah. Thanks for watching and listening.
Keep listening. Beer Me That Beer is a San Diego-based craft beer YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, and podcast show.
And for more of us, check out beardmethatbeer.com. That's beardmethatbeer.com. If you want to reach out directly to us, email us at bmtbinfo@gmail.com. That's bmtbinfo@gmail.com.